The first thing I want to talk about is striking a balance. People often ask me, what kind of stretch assignment should I take on? Is it helpful for me to take on what some have called a glass cliff assignment, meaning something that's really challenging and that has a high degree of risk associated with it? Or should I take something a little bit closer to home? This is a very helpful ratio for you to think about when you're considering the kind of stretch assignment to either ask for or to accept. I do believe a healthy balance is something that has at least a 70% alignment with your experience, skills, and knowledge, and about a 30% stretch, meaning 30% of the opportunity may be something you have not done before. It may be in a division you've not worked in before. It may be with people you really don't know and doing things you're not 100% confident in, but believe you can learn and get there and start to develop that comfort in doing it. So striking a balance between what you know and what you don't know is very, very important. I do have a personal story about this. Several years ago, I found out as a creative person, right? I started my career as a greeting card writer and ended up going into positions that were a little bit more business focused. But I found out at one point in my career when I was still in creative that I was actually on a succession list for a general manager of part of our business. And while I was extremely flattered to be on that particular list, it was certainly going to be more than 30% stretch for me. It was going to look about 50% stretch, 50% skills and experience. And I had to really think hard about whether I wanted to stay on that particular list, because I didn't want to compromise not only the work I would be asked to do, I didn't want to compromise the team I would be asked to lead, and certainly didn't want to compromise my reputation or my ability to win. So when you're faced with a stretch assignment that might take you into more than 30% stretch, it's time to really pause and ask yourself, is this going to be something good for my career, or is the risk maybe a little bit too high? So just food for thought for you, and a nice little rule of thumb as you think about the kind of stretch to push into.